then you know how to give a good presentation. So that's what they're doing to you, doc. They're cutting your lines outside to test you.
I guess so. This is crazy. You cannot make it up. But nevertheless, I'm so glad you're here. Any breaking news from CV Sciences?
I do. But before I have the breaking news, I've got breaking news. I want to go back to this one paper because we can't make this up. I pulled it up so I could look at it, and I sent it to you. And I know you might not have online access right now, but this is a paper for your meteorologist future guest that looked at prenatal exposure to parts per million of air pollution in Boston and how it affected cardiac vagal tone during infancy. And this is interesting.
Wow.
They found that this little particulate matter in the air causes changes in respiration corrected respiratory sinus arrhythmias. Respiratory sinus arrhythmias. And they see that every little increase, every 1 unit increase in this microgram per cubic meter is associated with a massive decrease in this baseline of heart rate variability. It's a good experiment to show that a little bit of air pollution over a long period of time can actually wreak havoc on your entire nervous system.
And we talk about these things somewhat in the abstract. People try to make a connection. Oh, yeah, air pollution. I talked about how sitting in your car in traffic, like in Manhattan, for example, the danger that puts you in with your health if you did that day in and day out. A lot of this is abstract. And so what we're trying, you bringing it up, that's a study. But the fact of the matter is, those were real people.
Yes.
In this
No. Seriously, we are in a renaissance of science right now, and I know people get a little too excited about results or data before it's all flushed out. However, the compounding interest, the amount of data that has already been built, that we're now building on top of, the growth becomes exponential. It's unbelievable to unlock some of these secrets. So yes, I look forward to having the meteorologist on. And one more thing, chronobiology, which is the study of how your blood pressure changes with the weather and over time. The study of chronobiology, where they put the blood pressure cuff, on the patients for days and days and weeks and measure over a long period of time to see these giant waves and cycles. And I've often thought that I'm sure that even electromagnetic and space waves and things like that can all wreak havoc on the host if we're in a vulnerable or fragile state. So I think all kinds of weather affects our health, from deep, deep, deep space to the weather we create between our ears.
So hopefully it's not a thunderstorm. The endocannabinoid system then would seem to be implicated in this conversation because it is connected to stress. It's the manager of all systems. So it would seem to me that whether it's the weather or whatever the stressor, the endocannabinoid system is implicated, is it not?
Exactly, and that's why I told the story. It is connected. If you think of the first line defense, the highly conserved, evolutionarily conserved, innate stress response, and that goes back to when we were single cell organisms, that social cohesion or lack thereof, the signaling molecule, oxytocin, that goes back to the ponds, to the primordial ooze. And the endocannabinoid system over time evolved from hydras. The endocannabinoid system were first found in hydras because it was the sort of the self-feeding mechanism. Have we ever talked about that?
No, my God. And this is, these
cool?
kinds of ideas, again, this is highly, it's in another, another level of conversation, and it can get very theoretical, very abstract. But the fact of the matter is, and to Stuart's point, what we are at this moment is a function of millions of years of prefix and pretext. We'll be back.
Wayne Elliott here to tell you about my experience with Strauss Heart Drops over the past 20 years. The Strauss Heart Drops saved me back then and changed my life forever. It's hard to describe how invigorating it is when you increase your blood flow everywhere. The Heart Drops have proven to dissolve plaque from arteries, veins, and vessels caused from cholesterol that can restrict or block our blood flow, our body's most important function. I was able to avoid open heart surgery, as was my father, and instead cleared our arteries painlessly and without chemical drugs, which, by the way, do not claim to remove any plaque or increase blood flow otherwise. Strauss Heart Drops work, I can assure you. No contraindications with pharma drugs. Strauss Heart Drops are safe, and Strauss guarantees your satisfaction with a money-back guarantee. So you can't go wrong and certainly have nothing to lose. If you've had open heart surgery, angina, diabetes, low energy, cold hands and feet, or grayish-blue skin or lips, Strauss Heart Drops are for you. For more information, go online to StraussNaturals.com. You can purchase Strauss Heart Drops at fine health stores or on Amazon. I promise you won't be sorry.
This is Dr. Michael Garko from Let's Talk Nutrition. Fractures caused by osteoporosis occur every 15 seconds, with 50% of women and 20% of men over the age of 50 suffering a bone fracture. First Creation Bone Health with CurcuLife contains a clinically tested and proven formula to increase bone density. Bone Health with CurcuLife contains calcium, vitamin K2, vitamin D, and CurcuLife curcumin, a patented and clinically tested form of turmeric. The calcium helps keep your bones strong. The vitamin D and vitamin K2 together help with calcium absorption, leading to the strengthening of your bones. And finally, CurcuLife curcumin, a highly absorbable form of turmeric, reduces inflammation and increases joint flexibility, allowing you to move and be more active. Go to bone50.com and order Bone Health with CurcuLife. That's bone50.com. Take charge of your bone health and protect against osteoporosis with Bone Health with CurcuLife.
Visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Paid for by Let's Talk Nutrition, LLC. The opinion
on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's Let's Talk Nutrition.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
And welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in today. Stuart Tomk is our guest from CV Sciences. A very important guest at a very important moment, given all of the stress that we are under. The country is upside down. This is reminiscent of the 1960s. I lived through that. I experienced it. It was unpleasant. Those of you, many of you, remember what was going on, all of the protests against the Vietnam War. Our president, John F. Kennedy, assassinated. Martin Luther King, assassinated. Bobby Kennedy, assassinated. The country was in a deep state of depression, and it was palpable. It was not fun. People thinking, oh, 1960s, a bunch of hippies running around, everybody's high. That's not what I experienced. Not what I saw. It was a difficult time. And we are caught up in something right now that is changing the tone, tenor, and emotional health of this country. And people are affected by it. To think that if anybody listening or watching this show thinks for one nanosecond that somehow all of that, what's going on at this moment, is not affecting, and part of it's infecting, individual lives, you need to think again. How many people have died from this virus already? How many have been infected? And this is not over. Just because we're having civil unrest at the moment, the virus didn't say, oh, I'm going to just take a time out here and give these people a break. That's not how viruses work. To Stuart Tomp's point, the beginnings of this earth and life on this earth, I should say, began millions and millions, hundreds of millions of years ago. And these viruses were there at the beginning. And the bacteria and all the other microbes, pathogenic and otherwise. So here we are now. And this is the stress is unbelievable. I see and feel some of the same things that I saw in the 60s. And people need to learn how to cope and take care of themselves. And that's why I'm so glad Stuart's here. He can help. Stuart, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on.
Doc, thank you. I was listening to what you were saying, and I often think, I try to think about the silver linings. I guess I'm just hooked on optimism just as a default mechanism. I sort of copy one of my intellectual heroes who you may have heard of before, died very young, Frank Ramsey. Dr. Frank Ramsey. He translated Wittgenstein's work from German into English, and he says it's pleasanter to be thrilled than depressed. Not only pleasanter, but pleasanter for all involved. So I just wanted to share my little bit of optimism when you laid out the 60s.
Pleasanter it is.
When you laid out the 60s, I mean, this is selfish and self-centered, but as you were telling that whole story, I thought, well, I was born in 1968. So I always look for what are the silver linings, the way that Sir Isaac Newton, one of my heroes, spent 1666 to 1668 in isolation because of the plague in London and the fires, and he stayed in isolation for 2 years, figured out a little thing called gravity. And yesterday, I was reading about Rita Levi, and my Italian is lousy, so you'll help me here, Montalcini, Rita Levi Montalcini, Nobel Prize winner in medicine in 1986. She died at 103.
Wow.
And during the Second World War, she discovered apoptosis in embryos of chickens, programmed cell death. So she said, as she was watching the killing outside, she was also watching the life and death mechanisms that go on inside of a cell. So I know that that's kind of a hard shift from how negative it is out there. I'm just trying to find there's really some upside to all of the discoveries that I believe are being made right now with the immune stress response. What we're understanding about how we cannot cope and sustain ourselves, and we have unrealistic expectations of growth and of each other, the science is showing that if we stay healthy, we're going to be able to adapt.
Well, with respect to the inimitable Rita Levi Montalcini, quote, above all, don't fear difficult moments, close quote. Quote, I tell young people, do not think of yourself, think of others, close quote. Quote, it's not enough what I did in the past. There is also the future, close quote. Rita Levi Montalcini, who discovered apoptosis, how cells die, and you want apoptosis with cancer cells, by the way, just saying.
I'm always looking at that. I'm trying to make these connections, and it is a difficult time. And at the same time, think of the difference between 1968 and today. If you were to say in 1968, I'm going to treat my viral infection with CBD because it's an immune modulator. I don't want to take steroids. I'm going to use this cannabis here instead of these steroids because steroids shut my immune system down for 2 or 3 weeks. And if I use the right hemp that has the right amount of CBD, I might modulate my immune response so that I don't get wiped out by a cytokine storm. You would have been considered a stoner in 1968, and today you're considered a medical genius.
Stoner. You're making me laugh. Yeah, far from a stoner, let me tell you. When I was in the 1960s,
no, but I'm saying, if you said that in 1968, I mean, what are you smoking that pot for, right?
Well, I'm just telling you, in the 60s, I was just a kid. And my father was dying. I had raising a family. I had children with my mom and me, raising my daughter. Yeah, a lot going on. I was just a kid myself. I saw all the stoners around me, and I was going to work 7 days a week and going to school. That was what I was doing.
Oh, no, I know you were, but you remember the story. Lenny Bruce said, all my wealth won't buy me health. That's why I smoke a pint of tea a day. Was that Bob Dylan, I think, said that,
right? Oh, my God.
I remember that. You like that.
Oh, Stuart.
Dr. DeMar.
How are you? Let's just take a time out for a second. How are you doing? How are you and your family doing?
Amazing. I mean, I have to say this. I was ready for the end of the world because I'd been working on dealing with my own neuroses. So I had durable immunity from other viral infections of stress during my life before the pandemic. So I've had a chance to show up here to the office every day. We're an essential business, and to help, the people in the warehouse show up every day. The people in the laboratory show up every day. So I got to show up every single day, and I really feel like as a result, I was able to help people around me by not being so scared. So I'm doing well as a result.
Mm-hmm. Well, we appreciate you. Rita Levi-Montalcini, quote, "The body does whatever it wants. I am not my body. I am my mind." I'll leave you with that thought. We'll go into commercial break. Stuart Tomp, Coast to Coast and globally.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Did you get enough calcium today? 85% of women over the age of 20 and 50% of men over the age of 30 consume less than the recommended daily intake of calcium. One of the best ways to protect your bones and joints, Bone Up provides Australian hydroxyapatite, the very same form of calcium found in the human body. However, strong bones and joints require more than calcium. Magnesium, zinc, manganese, copper, silicon, vitamin C, vitamin D3, vitamin K, and boron are all beneficial to optimum joint function. Bone Up gives you all of these. Bone Up is the most healthful nutritional regimen for bones and joints. Ask for Bone Up at your local health food store. Or, for more information, go to www.jarrow.com for the best in calcium formulas.
This is Dr. Mike.
Nutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless.
Celsius, live fit. Irwin Naturals, premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements.
Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Message to Katie. Katie, I need to look at your question again to answer your question. I think I got your question wrong in my head, so I'll get back to you. Okay.
Okay.
We're talking about. Here you go. Here you go, Stuart. Affect and effect. You know, stress has an effect on the endocannabinoid system. Effect has an effect. EFFECT. And or how does stress affect the endocannabinoid system? AFFECT. How does the weather affect our health? AFFECT. See, catch it now? Got it?
Okay, yeah,
There
that's making
I
more
got
sense.
it.
I've never
Yeah.
been able to differentiate the two of those. I don't know what my struggle is with those two words, but I've never gotten it.
I have seen in peer-reviewed papers those two words used incorrectly. Got past the reviewers, 3 or 4 reviewers, and the editor. So don't feel bad. You know, what's the effect of stress on the endocannabinoid system, or how does what's the effect? How does stress affect the endocannabinoid system, and what is the effect of stress on the endocannabinoid system?
It all makes sense now.
It makes sense, right? Try to figure that stuff out. If I die tomorrow or in a year, it's the same. It is the message you leave behind you that counts. Close quote. Rita Levi-Montalcini. That's a great quote. Great scientist. How long did she live, Stuart?
103 years. She says, according to the biography, she never complained about the difficulties, was optimistic and cheerful, and was sure.
She was a little Italian lady that had the IQ of the cosmos.
Yes. And the reason we are bringing her up is it's another reminder of the silver linings that can be found inside of every moment. This incredible human being made these discoveries during lockdown, during the Second World War, and made a very interesting connection to the endocannabinoid system.
How
she
so?
discovered
How so?
one of the mechanisms of an endocannabinoid, the palmitoylethanolamide. You know how these are so hard to pronounce. The palmitoylethanolamide, PEA. It's one of the endogenous fatty acids that belongs to a class of nuclear factor receptors, and she discovered this mechanism of action of one of the endocannabinoids. How cool is that?
So, that being said, how does that affect some of the listeners and viewers of this show in Peoria, Illinois? What significance would it have to a listener or viewer in Peoria, where we play well, by the way?
Well, my hope always with the human side of these stories is to take these abstract ideas and to make them very real. And what I mean by that is in the late 1990s, there was this sort of coming together of all of the different disciplines around stress response and the immune system. And that's why these terms are so scary to people. When we hear endocannabinoid system or any of these famous scientists, what they were trying to figure out in the late 1990s was the connection between fight and flight and the immune response. And what we found out since is it's a teeter-totter, and it's biphasic. What does that mean? You have stress in your left hand, immune system in your right hand. If your stress level, let's raise our left hands, just keeps going up, our right hand goes down, stress level goes up, immune system goes down. Now let's do the other thing. Let's raise our immune system and watch as our stress level gets lower and lower and lower, our immune system is where it needs to be. Our immune systems are not where they need to be. We have been in fight or flight nonstop for months now. That's no way to protect. You cannot grow and protect at the same time. So these are just different ways for me to get people excited about our randomized control trial that was finally published today, peer-reviewed and published. When I tell people to run out and buy Plus CBD, we've got some evidence now.
Do you
That's why
think?
I tell the stories.
Do you think that someone taking the gold formula right now would have a different way of experiencing all that's going on at the moment? Do you think they would do better, worse, or no different?
I will share my own experience, and then we can compare notes. I was a scream looking for a mouth, stone cold sober, neurotic, before I found CBD. Now, that might just be me. However, more people are probably behaving today the way that I was 10 years ago. Okay? I thought that was funny, right? So if you're stressed out, if you're on the edge of a psychotic breakdown, yes, CBD may treat psychosis, and THC may hasten it. Let me say that again. THC may cause psychosis. CBD is being investigated to treat psychosis. CBD is being investigated as a novel anti-TNF-alpha and anti-IL-6.
Good. The translation, that's good news. We'll explain. Be right back.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Celsius, live fit. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
I could spend at least 1 week of airtime, 2 hours a day, talking with you and documenting every one of my assertions about the effects of stress on health. When I remember when I first uttered the words, stress is a killer. And I remember that, and when I got off the air that day, I thought, I wonder if that was too much. You know what? It wasn't enough. It's a killer, for sure. And make no mistake about it. You may think that it's an abstract idea, but within each and every one of us is this paradoxical system called the fight or flight response. It has preserved us, protected us throughout our evolution. But when it turns on you, and if you leave that switch on, it can take you out, make no mistake. And we are under a lot of stress right now. There's a lot of flight or fight response going on, a lot of stress hormones being released, cortisol among them, that are taking a toll on human health at this very moment as I speak. My guest is Stuart Tomp, and the endocannabinoid system and CBD are implicated. Explain to the audience what you meant when you were talking about TNF-alpha and that other molecule? What are they, and what were you trying to get at?
Yeah, and then I'm going to tie it back to our friend today, Rita Levi Montalcini. I want to tie it back to this because it's very important. What I was getting so exercised about before the break is I love to tell these stories to get people even more interested in the science so they can then do their own research because we have access to this information. So you start reading about these people, reading these studies, you start studying yourself. And what I said before the break, there's evidence online that CBD and certain lines of cannabis can tame the cytokine storm that we are experiencing from COVID-19 as a result of the virus. The cytokine storm is when the immune system starts raining hellfire to destroy everything, and it appears as if CBD and these plant cannabinoids modulate the immune response so that it is not hellfire. And unlike steroids, which can last for weeks, it appears as if the cannabinoids work in a modulatory effective way, which is why they're used to treat things like multiple sclerosis where other drugs fail. So that's what I was getting all excited about before the break. But I found something tied together to this great Nobel Prize scientist. Listen to this. In the mid-1990s, the relationship between anandamide, now that's your body's THC. That's what you make, one of the compounds you make when you're in love or you're exercising. In the mid-1990s, the relationship between anandamide and PEA, that's one of the endocannabinoids, was described. The expression of mast cell receptors sensitive to the two molecules was demonstrated by Levi Montalcini and co-workers. So in the 1990s, they found out that there are compounds your body makes that work on these mast cell receptors, this histamine response. You don't want this overactive mast cell histamine response 24/7, right, Doc?
100%. As a matter of fact, the reason why, one hypothesis as to why these healthy young people, men and women, some of whom are athletes, get infected with COVID-19 and die, is that because their immune system is so robust, it overreacts and creates a cytokine storm that overwhelms the body with systemic inflammation and infection, and they die. It's remarkable. What a paradox.
And that's why I think as you understand the sort of the rate-limiting factors of the tools that we have, you'll see that our argument of stay calm, carry on, and take plus CBD makes perfect sense. When Deepak Chopra first started talking about how your emotions influence your biochemistry, many people laughed at him. When Dr. Bruce Lipton came out and said, wait a minute, the environment dictates the biology. They made fun of him. They laughed at him. Now, when Warren Buffett said the other day that fear is what we need to be afraid of because COVID-19 is a piker in comparison to fear, still people don't listen to that. This is the point I'm making because it has to land on us. It has to land on us. So you always ask me, what does this mean to the average person? We have a product here that may change your life. And at CB Sciences, we're trying to make products that people love. How many things can you buy that you truly love, that really makes you happy to be part of humanity today? This stuff increases social cohesion because it banishes fear. Plus CBD increases social cohesion and banishes fear. What is fear? False evidence appearing real, or fight everything and run. So when you asked me, should you be taking plus CBD right now? They should be pumping it into the water like fluoride.
Yeah, the way I say it, the way my mother used to say it, you should be taking plus CBD till it's coming out of your ears. 877.
And I just thought about how dumb the fluoride thing was. Wait, first of all, your mom's right, but then I thought about how dumb the fluoride thing comment was because of all the anti-fluoride people. I don't want hate mail. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? We need it in the air filters.
Okay.
We need it in the air vents.
I'll direct them to your website. 877-897-8255. 877-897-8255. A cytokine storm is the immune system gone wild. And it is gone wild. And it's linked with the most severe cases of the pandemic COVID-19 and how it will take the life away from a healthy young person. You can just imagine what a cytokine storm would do to an elderly person. We'll be back.
Sorry, Doc. You still have a minute. Doc?
Yes.
You still have 50 seconds.
It does come down to the host response. It is the host response, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And the gold is the formula. Maybe I'm misspeaking, but is the gold the formula that you're referring to?
Over and over and over. I've never been this motivated to encourage people to try Plus CBD. Try it. You will experience. It took me a little while to get the right amount into Dr. Garko because he wasn't going to take CBD during his treatment because he didn't want to interfere with the treatment.
We'll be right back.
Wayne Elliott here to tell you about my experience with Strauss Heart Drops over the past 20 years. The Strauss Heart Drops saved me back then and changed my life forever. It's hard to describe how invigorating it is when you increase your blood flow everywhere. The heart drops have proven to dissolve plaque from arteries, veins, and vessels caused from cholesterol that can restrict or block our blood flow, our body's most important function. I was able to avoid open heart surgery, as was my father, and instead cleared our arteries painlessly and without chemical drugs, which, by the way, do not claim to remove any plaque or increase blood flow otherwise. Strauss Heart Drops work, I can assure you. No contraindications with pharma drugs. Strauss Heart Drops are safe, and Strauss guarantees your satisfaction with a money-back guarantee. So you can't go wrong and certainly have nothing to lose. If you've had open heart surgery, angina, diabetes, low energy, cold hands and feet, or grayish-blue skin or lips, Strauss Heart Drops are for you. For more information, go online to StraussNaturals.com. You can purchase Strauss Heart Drops at fine health stores or on Amazon. I promise you won't be sorry.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Did you get enough calcium today? 85% of women over the age of 20 and 50% of men over the age of 30 consume less than the recommended daily intake of calcium. One of the best ways to protect your bones and joints, Bone-Up provides Australian hydroxyapatite, the very same form of calcium found in the human body. However, strong bones and joints require more than calcium. Magnesium, zinc, manganese, copper, silicon, vitamin C, vitamin D3, vitamin K, and boron are all beneficial to optimum joint function. Bone-Up gives you all of these. Bone-Up is the most healthful nutritional regimen for bones and joints. Ask for Bone-Up at your local health food store. Or, for more information, go to www.jarrow.com for the best in calcium formulas.
Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. My guest today is Stuart Tomp from CV Sciences. It is the leading tip of the spear, evidence-based, science-loving company that has introduced CBD into the marketplace in a way that no other company has. And some are trying to imitate but can't do it. Here's the question. And you can win a $25 supplement gift card with the correct answer. What CV Sciences has 3 formulations: the red label, the green label, and the gold label. I've explained those on air numerous times now when Stuart's not on and I'm doing solo shows about CBD from CV Sciences. Which one of those, the green, the red, the green, or the gold label, would be the one to take to help with your brain and to modulate the effects? Notice the word, the effects, E-F-F-E-C-T-S, the effects of stress. Here's the number to call to be a winner.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. God, these hiccups.
You like that, huh?
No.
Stuart, I want to share something with you and the audience about the cytokine storm. Quote, normally, when the human body encounters a germ, the immune system attacks the invader and then stands down. But sometimes the orderly army of cells wielding molecular weapons gets out of control, morphing from obedient soldiers into an unruly, torch and pitchfork-bearing mob. Though there are tests and treatments that could help to identify and tamp down this insurrection, it's too early to be sure of the best course of therapy for those who are suffering a storm due to COVID-19, close quote. Well, maybe it's not too early. That's a great quote, and I got that from knowledgeablemagazine.org. Maybe it's not too early. It seems to me, Stuart, that CBD and CV Sciences product would be one thing to help perhaps modulate that storm. I don't know.
Well, that is being suggested. There are very exciting reports online, one called Fighting the Storm. You can look it up. It's called Fighting the Storm Novel Anti-TNF Alpha and Anti-IL-6 Cannabis Sativa Lines to Tame Cytokine Storm in COVID-19. So, that's clearly not a comment that we make about our product. As a lover of science, we cannot ignore the fact that researchers are embracing cannabinoids because they modulate the immune response. They don't tamp it down completely. And so, yes, this probably belongs in the toolkit. The breaking news that I told Katie about that we got so wrapped up that we didn't cover, which we can even cover again next time, the randomized control trial was published. Great. You knew that was coming. The second paper, Doc, is called Post-Marketing Safety of Plus CBD Product, a full-spectrum hemp extract, a 2-year experience. Post-marketing safety of 2 years, 5 million bottles sold, 5 million bottles sold. Side effects, adverse events, 0.03%. From 5 million products sold, 0.03% complaints. I'll say that's pretty
well,
good, huh?
for me, and all the in the 5 statistics courses that I took at the PhD level, I would say that's still 0. Let's go to Tuscaloosa and talk to. Let's go to Tuscaloosa and talk to Mona. Mona, welcome to the show, Mona. Yeah. It's great to have you on the air today.
Thank you.
How are you today?
I'm well. How are you?
So far, so good, Mona. So, here, let's see if we can help you to win this $25 supplement gift card. I will make sure you win it. CBD. Okay. CV Sciences makes 3 formulations. I have explained them, so has Stuart, many times. But there's one that in particular would be of special importance and effectiveness if it were taken to help moderate the stress response, especially during this very difficult time in which we are caught up in. Would it be the gold label? Excuse me, the the red label? They gave you the answer. The green label or the gold label?
I would say the gold label.
I would say you're right, Mona. Very good. Congratulations. You won a $25 supplement gift card. I hope you and your family are well and safe in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And we appreciate you listening to the show and participating today. Thank you for doing that.
And I've penned a short poem while I listened to your show this morning.
Say that again, please.
I penned a short poem while I was listening to your show this morning.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Stress has got me in a mess. I can't get no rest. Bills due, job lost, 50 minutes to take a 60-question test. Country in an uproar. Goes my cytokine. I'm in great shape, but what does that really mean? Corona was recently just an alcoholic drink. Now it has a whole new meaning, which has our nation on the brink. Seems can't find calm anywhere. I look in the mirror. Oh no, more gray hair. Somebody help me find a silver lining, please, as I fall prostrate down to my knees. Breathe in, breathe out. Apply CBD and let go of a gentle shout. Go away, stress.
Yes.
Wow.
Go, Mona. Yes.
Oh. Get that woman's address.
Yes.
Send her a lifetime supply, Katie. Get that woman's address.
I will. I have it, Stuart.
Yay.
15 years on air. Nobody has ever done that. You're a rock star. Can we post that, Mona? Can you get that? Katie, talk to her. Get her email address, whatever. Get that poem. We want to post it and give it to everybody in the world.
I'll get her info.
All right. There you go, Stuart. There you have it.
Wow. That's why we do this. That's why we do this. Thank you. I'm sorry. What is that woman's name?
Mona.
Thank you.
Mona, thank you. Stuart, thank
very
you.
much
You all take
for
care of
sharing
yourselves. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Your health is your wealth. Make no mistake about that.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical superstar hitting the store shelves nationwide. Hemp-derived cannabidiol, or CBD, has been receiving a lot of attention for its tremendous promise on